G'day guys, my name is Trent, aka LaxLime, bringing you a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against a Skyrander. If you do not know who the Skyrander is, you're living under a rock. His link will be in the doobly-doo, so definitely go check him out. He's a very, very fierce NU battler. And we are having a battle in the NU tier today, and you know what? His team is very fierce. I'm actually really scared of the Darumaka because it actually OHKOs 4 things on my team with 1 Flare Bits. So I've got to be really conservative about that. He is definitely a better player than I, so I've got to be really careful. He's definitely a better late game player than me, so I've got to really play offensive from the start and just try to get as much damage off on everything in on his team. That was my game plan. So, you know what? We will just see how we go. I knew it was going to be a bit of an uphill battle for me, so I decided to actually lead off with a Basculin because it really puts him a lot of offensive pressure against his team. He does lead off with the Darumaka, which I'm going to refer to as Bonfire from now on, as I predict the Ivysaur switch in and go for the Zen Headbutt. And I know I was right, but I missed the attack. So that totally sucks. I need to switch out, and I decide to actually go into the Gardevoir. Gardevoir should be able to eat out any attack this Ivysaur does without any problems, and I will be able to retaliate with a Gunk Shock. I am holding the wide lens on this, so the Gunk Shock is pretty confident to be able to hit most of the time. He does set up the Leech Seed, and I don't want to sit in here and keep on giving him health, because that's just going to cause a lot of problems. So I need to switch out, and I decide to go into my TikTok, because TikTok is able to eat up any attack this Ivysaur does to me. So he does go for the Synthesis there, and that sucks. That really sucks. And I wanted to shut down this Ivysaur, so I actually go for the Thunder Wave as he switches into the Sandy Wormadam, which doesn't affect him. So that's disappointing, but it's okay. I decided to go Toxic on this turn, and just Toxic whatever switches in, or at least the Wormadam, because it's going to be a problem. It's really going to be a problem. He does switch into Glaceon, who takes the Toxic, and you know what, at least this thing is on a timer, because Glaceon is a threat. It is definitely a threat in this battle, and like the Shadow Ball is not going to do anything. I know that, and I really just wanted to see how much a Flash Cannon would do. I sort of expected it to do a little more than that, so I was a little bit disappointed. And it really did nothing. I predicted the switch out here, but he didn't actually switch out, and I go for the Volt Switch to change out. So I went into the Cryogonal, because I knew Cryogonal would be able to take up any attack that the Glaceon did to me. He does go for Mirror Coat, which doesn't really do anything after the pitiful damage that Volt Switch did. And I made a bit of a silly misclick here and go for the Signal Beam. I was battling him while he was streaming, and I think the timing of the DS and the actual stream was sort of messing with me, and I just sort of was hitting the button and hit Signal Beam accidentally. It didn't actually make a difference in this battle because the Blizzard missed. But at this point I was like, you know what, I need to turn the stream off to sort of work, really concentrate on what I'm doing. So he does the Bonfire, and I'm going to switch out, and I thought Gardevoir was probably the best man to take any attack. He does go for the U-turn, return here, which is really brilliant for me. I can just sort of stay in and sort of wall out any other Pokemon that he brings in. He decides to bring in his, I don't even know what this is called, the beaver looking thing. And I do have Drain Punch on this thing, guys. So I'm so comfortable to stay in at this point. I can just keep on Drain Punching. He does set up the Curse, which I'm not super concerned about, because I can just keep on Drain Punching and getting health back. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I didn't think this Drain Punch would be enough after the +1 in defense. However, I'm confident that will put me back on full HP or close to full HP. And after this turn, I'm certain that a Gunk Shock should be enough to take it out. He does stay in for the Gunk Shot on the next turn, and it's enough. And I'm really happy about that, because that is him out of the way. He does run a Curse Amnesia set, which is super annoying. It's a very good idea. He brings out Ivysaur at this point, and I just go for the Gunk Shot. I do miss it, so that's sort of really disappointing. and he goes for the sludge bomb, which does nothing. I sort of thought this is a perfect point for me to sort of start setting up some curses, just to try to put some damage onto this Ivysaur, because I saw that it was about 50% before, so if I'm able to get up at least 2 curses, a gunk shot will be able to kill this Ivysaur. I start doing that, but he does set up the Leech Seed. Leech Seed sort of dwindles me a lot, very much a lot. It puts me in a pretty crappy position. So I do go for the Gunk Shock on this turn, and the Wormadam is able to come in and eat that up. So yeah, it's really back to square one here. I've got to be really cautious because of this Leech Seed is just healing this Wormadam, and I can't stick around for that. So I've got to switch out. And I decide, you know, Basculin might be the man to switch into. I'm pretty sure an adaptability waterfall will be able to kill this Wormadam. He does set up rocks, which is a big problem because Cryogonal does not like rocks and Xatu does not like rocks whatsoever. He goes for the protect here, probably just seeking out what I'm going to do. Like I am Choice Scarf, so now I am locked into that waterfall. I decide, you know what, it's probably just safer if I just go for the waterfall instead of predicting a switch out, because I wasn't 100% sure what he was going to switch into. He does go into the Dragonair, who completely eats up this. That does absolutely nothing. I was so surprised. That's a max attack adaptability waterfall, and that does nothing. I'm surprised about that. I really am. I decided to go into the Gardevoir. He predicts the switch into TikTok, I'm assuming, but I'm able to eat up that attack, no problem, and I go for the explosion. A big old explosion to this Dragonair, and I was so disappointed at this stage. It is not enough to take it out. It is totally not enough to take it out. However, it's not in a good position to be able to survive any more attacks, so I'm able to just go for the safe Ice Beam and really just take it out. So that is Dragonair at least gone. I was like, he is a big offensive pressure to me, so I'm glad that was out of the way. He goes into Bonfire here, which is, you know, a super good play. I decided to actually switch out here and go into Basculin, thinking, you know, I hope he goes for the Flare Blitz so I can eat that up and then retaliate with the waterfall, but he goes for Superpower, and Basculin, there's no way that he is going to be able to survive that. There's no way that he's going to survive that. So that's a problem, because now I've got really nothing to take out this Bonfire. I've really got nothing. Now, I do send out Xatu. Xatu is my physical Xatu, and you know what? Physical Xatu works. It is so good. This is Choice Banded, and that Drill Peck, you can see on that Wormadam, does so much. It is a powerhouse, and it works really well. I've been trying it out on Showdown for a little while, and I really like using it. It's no one predicts a physical Xatu, and you can just wreck teams. It does so much to Muck and Weezing in the NU tier. It's incredible. It works so well. So yeah, definitely try it out, guys. It's definitely a threat. It's definitely a threat. He does go into his Bonfire, and I decided to actually switch out and sack off TikTok, because TikTok, although necessary, is probably not super necessary in this battle, and it's probably my best bet to sack off. I really just wanted to dwindle this thing down with recoil damage, because I really had no other way of taking it out. Like, I thought it'd sort of outspeed most of my team. Now, I really thought here that this was a safe switch in. I really thought it was a safe switch in, but no, I get taken out with Flare Blitz. Now, let's just pause that for a second and rewind it back. I really thought I would outspeed. I was so confident that I would outspeed. I know this thing would be Choice Scarfed, but it's only got 50 base speed. So I did the maths in my head really quickly, and I was confident that I would outspeed. I was really confident that I would outspeed, and I was shocked that I didn't. And I went back afterwards and sort of did the maths properly without not in my head and under pressure, and Darumaka outspeeds with 8 points. Like, you know what? It taught me one thing. Don't do maths in my head, because obviously it's not good enough. So that put me in a really bad position. So yeah, it completely sucked. I'm gonna go out of Simisage because I know Simisage is gonna outspeed because it's fast as hell, and I go for the Focus Blast, I miss it. However, he misses his Flare Blitz. If I hit that Focus Blast, the Darumaka would have been gone. I'm confident in that. So that really sucked. I went for the Focus Blast again because I needed to. I didn't want to risk it. I guess that he'd switch out at this point, but I should have really seen the Ivysaur switch out. I do switch out here into my Cryogonal. I'm pretty confident that I can take most attacks from this Venusaur. He does go for the Sludge Bomb, and he gets the poison. That sucks, because now I don't have another switch in with Cryogonal. I have to keep Cryogonal in. There's no point. I could use it for Death Fodder, but I didn't really see a purpose at this stage of using it as Death Fodder. I knew he was going to switch out here. It was a really big decision here, and I decided to actually go for the Flash Cannon. If he stayed in, I would have been screwed. I'm going to add speed. I'm definitely going to add speed, and I actually decided to go for the Flash Cannon again here. And you know what? I was so disappointed about this. This Flash Cannon just doesn't do enough, you know, and this Darumaka is the problem. It really is the problem, because U-Turn is able to take me out, and he is able to OHKO me with any move he has from now on. So I'm in a horrible situation, and I don't think I can pull it back. I do have Hidden Power on my Simisage, but I actually had no idea what Hidden Power this was. I completely forgot. I really should write these things down, I guess. It's obviously not Hidden Power Ice, because that does nothing, and this Sludge Bomb is more than enough to take Simisage out. So I do end up losing this battle, but it was a close battle, and a very intense battle, and a battle that I really enjoyed. So, you know what, I hope you guys did enjoy that as well, and, you know, if you did enjoy, make sure you do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those wonderful things to give me some support. If you do want a chance to battle me, definitely hit me up on Twitter, and we can sort something out. Like, I'm pretty flexible, so we can definitely sort something out. Yeah, if you don't know who Skyrander is, as I said, definitely go check out his channel. He's a very good poker tuber. He's a very guy, and he's a big threat in the NU tier. So if you definitely like NU stuff and sort of a bit different stuff, definitely head over there. He's definitely got some cool ideas and some really, you know, like, cool pokes. It's good, because, you know, a lot of the pokes that he comes up with, I actually, you know, try out myself, and he actually beats me half the time to upload them. So that's a little annoying, but I won't get into that. I actually made a Darumaka set a little bit prior, actually the same day that I battled him, so I was really disappointed to see the Darumaka, because I knew exactly what the set was going to be. But yeah, that's basically all from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.